He was the alien champion, feared across galaxies, boasting of invincibility and mocking anyone who dared challenge him. His reputation was untouchable, his power unmatched, and his confidence absolute. Every move he made, every word he spoke, reinforced the belief that no one could ever defeat him. The followers around him hung on his every boast, convinced that his dominance was unshakable, while challengers trembled in fear. Yet in the shadows, a human quietly observed, calm and calculating, entirely underestimated by the alien and those who believed in his supremacy. What the champion didn't realize was that raw power alone could not withstand intelligence, patience, and strategy. In this story, we are about to witness a confrontation that will shatter arrogance and expectations, where the human's hidden skill turns the tables in seconds. Every moment builds tension, every movement counts, and by the end, the alien champion will learn a lesson in humility that no amount of boasting could prepare him for. The alien champion stood tall before the crowd, his towering figure radiating confidence and power. Every word he spoke was a proclamation of invincibility, a challenge to anyone who dared oppose him. Soldiers and spectators watched in awe, convinced that no one could ever touch him. He mocked rivals and challengers, his arrogance filling the training arena with tension. Every gesture, every smirk reinforced his untouchable persona. Yet, in the back of the hall, a human observed quietly, unnoticed, absorbing every movement, every pattern, every detail. To the world, he seemed ordinary, weak, even a background figure, amidst the spectacle. But the champion's arrogance blinded him to the truth. Skill and strategy are not measured by appearances. The human's patience and calm focus set the stage for a confrontation that would redefine strength. The alien's boast was absolute, but his assumptions were about to be shattered in ways he could never imagine. While the alien champion exuded power and arrogance, the human remained calm and composed, almost invisible in his presence. He studied the champion carefully, noting every stance, movement, and pattern, waiting for the right moment. To the crowd, he seemed insignificant, incapable of challenging the apex fighter. Yet his mind worked tirelessly, calculating angles, predicting reactions, and preparing a flawless counter-strategy. His body moved with quiet precision, a stark contrast to the champion's explosive confidence. Observers assumed he was weak, but patience is often the greatest weapon, and he held his cards close. The champion's eyes occasionally flicked toward him, dismissing him as irrelevant, but the human's focus never wavered. Every small interaction was a silent exchange, a build-up of knowledge and anticipation. He was readying himself, invisible yet potent, for a moment that would shock everyone. The calm before the storm set the stage for an event nobody would forget. The air crackled as the human finally stepped forward to accept the challenge. Gasps and murmurs rippled through the crowd. The alien champion's confidence remained unshaken, bordering on contempt. "Do you truly think you can face me?" he demanded, his voice echoing authority and scorn. The human's response was simple, calm, and unwavering, a quiet defiance that unnerved some spectators. The champion lunged first, striking with overwhelming speed and force, expecting an easy victory. The human moved with measured precision, dodging, countering, and redirecting energy in ways that seemed almost impossible. Each movement exposed the champion's reliance on brute strength and arrogance. The crowd watched in stunned silence as the human's intelligence and timing began to turn the tide, subtly undermining the alien's assumptions. In this moment, it became clear that appearances are deceptive, and that strength alone does not define victory. The battle was no longer a mere contest, it was a lesson about humility and underestimated potential. The fight escalated, both combatants pushing limits, the arena echoing with impact and tension. The alien champion attacked relentlessly, confident that his raw power could overwhelm any defense. The human anticipated every strike, using the champion's momentum against him, exploiting weaknesses hidden beneath the champion's arrogance. Moves flowed like a deadly dance, precise, calculated, and devastatingly effective. Observers could hardly believe what they were witnessing. The supposedly untouchable alien struggling against someone dismissed as weak. Each strike and dodge highlighted the human's superior strategy and patience. The champion's frustration grew, his confidence cracking under the pressure of unseen skill. The human remained composed, exploiting timing, angles, and subtle shifts in balance. With each passing second, it became evident that victory depended not on strength, but on intelligence, adaptability, and calm precision. The audience realized that the battle was no longer about physical dominance. It was a clash of mind, skill, and perception. Then it happened. With a perfectly timed maneuver, the human exploited the champion's overconfidence, delivering a strike that the alien had never anticipated. In seconds, the champion was sent sprawling to the ground, stunned, disoriented, and utterly humiliated. The arena fell silent, disbelief spreading like wildfire among spectators. The apex fighter, once untouchable, now faced the reality of being outmatched, not by raw strength, but by patience, intelligence, and flawless execution. The human remained calm, standing tall and composed, a stark contrast to the alien's dazed state. The crowd erupted in whispers, shock, and awe. The lesson was clear. Arrogance blinds even the mightiest, and underestimating others can be fatal. The human's quiet brilliance had rewritten expectations in mere seconds, proving that true strength often lies hidden beneath calm, calculated composure. The alien champion struggled to comprehend what had just occurred. His pride and reputation had been shattered in an instant, leaving him dazed and confused. He blinked, trying to process his defeat, finally uttering, "What year is it?" A symbolic acknowledgement of total humiliation and disorientation. The colonel, the crowd, and even his apex student watched in disbelief. Witnessing the impossible, the so-called weak human had dominated the strongest fighter. The champion's arrogance had left him vulnerable, proving that experience and brute strength are no guarantee of invincibility. Observers absorbed the lesson, recognizing that patience, strategy, and adaptability outweigh raw power. Even the most confident can be humbled by intelligence and timing. This moment marked a turning point in perception. The underestimated human had proven that appearances deceive, and that anyone, no matter how ordinary they seem, can change the game entirely. The arena atmosphere shifted as the human's victory became undeniable. The apex student, previously feared and untouchable, now regarded the human with caution and newfound respect. Spectators whispered, reevaluating their assumptions about strength, skill, and power. The alien champion, once invincible in their eyes, now faced the humility of defeat. Every observer realized that dominance is not guaranteed by reputation, size, or boastfulness. It requires adaptability, foresight, and precise execution. The human's calm confidence and flawless strategy became a model of effective skill. Even those who had doubted him now recognized his potential. The balance of power in the arena had shifted irreversibly,